Welcome to this beautiful college football setting. The sun is shining, the tailgaters have made their way inside the stadium, and they are ready for this matchup. Team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Panthers offense comes on the field first today. It's a young running back who comes in and has played really well. He doesn't feel like an inexperienced guy, Joel, because he has such belief in himself, and it's translated into a huge season.
Chris, to me, the most impressive part is the completeness of his game. He's good in pass protection, which you don't often see for young running backs. We know he can carry the football, but he also catches it well on third down. He really is a complete player.
They're going to the air on the first play. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Five-yard pickup on first down and sets them up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play-calling options here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stock right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's fourth down.
And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points there. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
And here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can
swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
I don't often say this, but that's a nice job by the quarterback because there's nowhere to throw this football. They do a great job of covering up this screen, and because of that, the quarterback just has to eat it. Remember, on a screen, you've got linemen downfield, so you can't throw the ball away. All you could do is try to throw it at his feet or take the sack, and here, a sack, you live to play another down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here comes the rush. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Warriors.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense back out there now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target, caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. They keep him off balance with a run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
The Panthers will bring the punt team onto the field. On for his 2nd punt after a strong effort the first time. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. Offense comes out to start this drive. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They're going to run it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
And that is the spark that they desperately needed. Down in this ball game, this offense hasn't done a ton. Defense had to step up, and they do. They're able to not only get the ball back, but they put it in the end zone and close this deficit. What a massive play for this group.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on 1st down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on 1st down and get 1st downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Short pass finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds, but the ball is now near midfield. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
A play action, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
This is classic bend but don't break defense. What an excellent job by this group, forcing the offense to snap it over and over and over again, 10+ times, and then they come up with the interception. Beautiful job by them and a resilient play getting that turnover.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Look out, he's got space ahead. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. 2nd and inches, anything is at your disposal.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And now the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field. Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. He's got a crease. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this...
He's got some space. Look out. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
Outstanding job up front. Look at the hole right here. The back has the counter play, this little misdirection, and it is wide open because of what they're doing up front. This offensive line is so good, and they are winning the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout call by the offense. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. First down and 10 now. Trying the old counter play here. Got an opening here. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Now the offense will spend the timeout here. Their second. You still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors. This offense cannot be stopped.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Panthers offense back out there now. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Panthers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense back out there trying to get something going. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
Handoff in a single back formation. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Now they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
They'll run it here. He's got space. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Ball handed off, and it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is...
It's a fake, looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close. And the Panthers' offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
2nd down now after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. He'll hand it off. Oh, he's got open space. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a big gain.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. After the run, there was a man down injured on the field. It's a junior linebacker. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can he get there on the ground? He's got a crease. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st down from the 13.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Ball handed off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Touchdown, Warriors, to put them on top now.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
Extra point try coming now. And he'll make it into the end zone. How about that? A wild, gutsy call. They fake the PAT and get it in for 2. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Throwing off play action. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. The Panthers looking to run some tempo here.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. And the Panthers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. The Panthers get it right back with a touchdown of their own.
Chris, what I'm most impressed with is his balance through contact. You can see as he breaks tackles and continues to churn towards the end zone, that balance is just evident, and it's hard to get him down to the ground. That is a great run.
So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the 2-point conversion to tie this game up late. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. And after the incompletion, we have a man shaken up. Athletic trainers come out to check out the situation, and we'll take a timeout. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. First down, why not keep it on the ground? Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Leaning on the run game here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what pops up on film and preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Great cut there. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
I love this type of play call. You can see with two safeties back, it's heavy zone coverage. They're expecting the pass, and you can pop a run. There's nobody left in that run box, and they're able to just hand the football off and move the chains.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And after the play, it looks like a man is shaken up. Senior offensive lineman. They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Panthers now will take a timeout, their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. They've got one more timeout to use now. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. The training staff out to check it out, and we'll step aside for a moment. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And now the defense will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Can he make it to the marker? Spinning out of the tackle. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Extra point makes it a 9-point lead. 2-score game with time bleeding away quickly. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
That is exactly what you're looking for on offense here in this situation. Inside of 2 minutes, you're down in this ball game. You've got to get first downs and stop the clock. And the quarterback does both of those things. He picks it up with his legs and gets out of bounds. Beautiful job.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Martin. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking.
I tell you, Chris, defensively, this is death by 1,000 cuts. They just allow these hitch routes to create 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable. It's too easy for the offense. The off coverage has got to change. They've got to get up in the face of this wide receiver and force him to have a difficult release. Take away the easy throw, or else this is going to be a long game.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made quickly, but they're knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 8. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. The back's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the quarterback will take a knee. That will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Number 3 on the field goal.
Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The postseason rolls on with the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's coverage here right on top of it. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They'll go right back to him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Caught by Williams on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on first down. On the run, it's Lewis. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Might have a chance. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the counter play. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on first down from the 28. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. Finds a seam. Touchdown, App State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw at Singleton. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Back to throw time running short in the half. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Lewis. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Evans. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these 2 programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. He's going to take off. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Here's a little room there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here's a give to Bothwell. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Caught, and he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds his man. It's Lewis. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. On the left side, here's Coleman. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's caught. It's Villa. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start on the ground with Pluck Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's West. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. And it'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. With the catch, it's Evans. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. Running right, it's Bockwell. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.